Everyone, today we will talk a little bit about how we could work with PureConnect for Salesforce integration. So here is administration guide. So let's start from the beginning and let's see what do we have in this document. So first of all, as usually we have PureConnect key features like what is for, how it look like, what kind of basics, let's say, items do we have here. For example, customer interaction center, what is it, how it's behave. Also it describes that we have here Salesforce object routine server and all this stuff. So it's just, let's say, generic information that we could use. Also, as the document contains information about how PureConnect for Salesforce is organized, so what is the architecture of that product. So we could see, for example, that when we have calls, it's getting through gateway and going to our C server, or if it's email or chat or web callback interactions, it's go directly to C server. So in general, when we install in PureConnect for Salesforce, it's working as a soft phone. And in terms of requirement related to Salesforce, we could see that, for example, PureConnect working for some licenses. What is, let's say, URLs we need to whitelist in terms of if you would like to use server for PureCloud. And let's now start with a part which is exactly related to integration of PureConnect with Salesforce. So first of all, what is required from us to get this call center set up in Salesforce? It's we need to go to App Exchange and install this package. So we're doing it as how we're doing it usually. Go in here, log in, get an installation link. And based on this installation link of this Genesys PureConnect product, we are going to the installation steps. And installation steps, we have a couple of options, like possibility to install it for all users, or install it for admins, or install it for specific profiles. Like, for example, if you have some, for example, call center agents, you could just specify necessary agents to whom you would like to assign this specific application to be available. So after that, what is necessary for us to do is when actual call center is installed, how it will look like. We will be able to find it with name sys for Salesforce. And when we will go inside of this package, we will be able to see in the list of call centers available for our organization sys for Salesforce Lightning. So there will be actually two call centers created, one for Lightning and another one for Salesforce, and it will have versions reassigned. And here we could see basics, let's say, so phone settings, like possibility to use CTI API, CTI adapter URL, and what kind of, let's say, height and width we have. And from here we could click on this manage call users button and assign necessary users to this specific call center. So once it's done, what we could do, it's in terms of that it's a package, and I suspect that this package contains private custom settings. So for us to be able to actually manage those custom settings, we need to organize access to the Visualforce page, which is actually a part of this package. And with that page, we will be able to configure PureConnect call center with a necessary way. So to do so, for us to get a quick access, we could organize a new Visualforce tab. It could call our package PureConnect call center settings page, and once it will be done, we will get a page that will allow us to configure our call center the way how we want it to be configured. So for example, you could see here an example of that page. From the call centers list, we are selecting what kind of call center we would like to use. And from here, first of all, we decide if we would like to use PureConnect Cloud enablement. And if so, then we need to specify PureConnect Cloud URL. Or if not, and this checkbox will continue to be disabled, then we will need to have that proxy address and Pure Connect server for at least one value set up here. So let's just come back to the document and went through different kind of chapters. And one more topic that I would like to say to you, it's when you have your package installed, near with the package you will see this configure button, configure link. So once you will be able to click on this link, what you will be able to do, you will be able to actually specify what kind of, let's say, profiles you would like to add. So you're selecting profile, for example, and clicking assign to profiles, and you will get automatically all users with that profile already added into this call center. The same with roles. So if you find any kind of roles and you would like to assign all users who have already that role to call center, you could just select it, and this script that is behind of this page will help you to automatically assign necessary users to call center. Okay, access to the call center definition. It's what we just mentioned. If you're going to setup, selecting necessary call center, you're clicking adding users. You could add new call center users. Now again about this page that is available for us to configure. So maybe let us go through each of the settings. Like for example, if we are Pure Connect Cloud customers, then when we click in this Pure Connect Cloud enabled, then we need to specify Pure Cloud, as I showed you previously, Pure Cloud URL. It will be provided by, let's say, contact person. And after that, we need to include, as how it's shown here, a CRM at the end. So by this way, we will be able to set up right URL. So also here, if our sys server is on premise, then we should make sure that we specify web proxy address, and in that case, when we will specify web proxy address, it will forward calls from Pure Connect for Salesforce to sys server. So in that case, we will get everything in the right place. So here it's just one more time mentioned that we need to specify Pure Connect Server 1, and if necessary, for switchovers, we could specify PureCloud Server name too. Okay, so if we are using single sign-on configurations, and you could see that here we have single sign-on settings, right? And if we have it enabled, then we need to read the chapter which is actually related to single sign-on. So here we have a couple of settings, like for example, we enabled single sign-on, and here we have checkboxes to prevent agent from using sys user ID and password to log in Pure Connect for Salesforce. So for that, select disable is out, and to prevent agent from using a Windows user's name and password to log into the Pure Connect for Salesforce, we need to disable Windows out settings. So actually those two settings. Okay. One more setting, let's say, that could be useful for you, it's if you would like to enable Pure Connect for Salesforce users to say log it into their sys station when navigation away from the sys client. Then we need to select prevent station logout on navigation. So this specific setting. Okay, let's jump to this configuration page. And let's see what do we have here. So let's imagine that we have Pure Connect Cloud enablement. And we are going through each of the settings one by one. So for example, we already checked single sign-on settings.